Okay, so at this point you should be exiting Beast Den, and we're getting into the Hollow Knight split. So we're just gonna go over to Hollow Knight, and then I'm gonna show you the fight. So Crystal Dash up here. We're gonna do the look down glitch. Do you see it? Let go. As soon as you see the look down happen, you let go. And remember, always do down and A on every stack. So here we just do the wall jump, same as before, if we can get it. There is a little trick. So you want to menu drop here. This is the trick. You want to pause, so just mash as you're going down here, and then you want to mash to close the menu as well, and then just dash. And that just prevents you from getting the hard fall. So it's pretty straightforward. There is a trick you can do where you unpause at like the perfect timing and get the dash here and pogo like that. Don't ever try for that, but it is pretty cool to keep in mind. So you get the C dash up there. It's not super precise, so you can just figure that out. Now we're going into Black Egg Temple. The Hollow Knight fight is going to take you a while to learn, but I'm going to show you the punishes for each attack. So you just want to hold right and then tap up as soon as you can interact with it, and then Crystal Dash once you get in here. So you do not need to hit the bench. The bench is taken automatically, so you can just go right past it. Unless you need to heal up for some reason. So cancel the Crystal Dash early, and side slash, up slash. You don't need to dash in between these. That'll lose you a bit of time if you do. But you want to dash in between the two center ones. So as soon as THK spawns, I'm just gonna leave the room and make a save state, just so we get the faster intro whenever we load our save state. So I'm save stating here. So let me get rid of Infinite Soul and HP, and we're just gonna grind this fight out just so I can show you what it looks like. So you might have one hit of soul going into this fight from the Devout, and if you do, that's ideal. So watch out for his mask. But you can see, whenever he does that dash attack, you can jump over his head, and then as he goes under you, you cast a fireball, and the fireball follows him and double hits him. And that's going to be one of the best punishes you can do. So whenever he's staggered like this, I always like to nail fireball, but you can't always get that. Whenever he does the triple attack, you want to jump, side slash him, and then pogo his head, land on the other side, and go for a nail attack, nail fireball. Let me show you. So every time after he screams like that, you can get a fireball off real quick. And that's a double, but he got staggered early, so it didn't work out. Okay, so you can see he screamed, and he's about to go into his stabby phase. Before he goes into the stabby phase, you can actually get an extra fireball off, and it'll deal damage. So as he's screaming, you want to mash quick cast so that a fireball casts right away. And that fireball deals damage. But see, because he's stabbing himself now, he only takes 1 damage from any attack that you do. So just use this time to hit him with the nail and heal up if you want to. Watch out as he falls, his mask is going to go forward. And this attack, he just... as soon as he gets to the top, you start moving away from him. But until then, you just go for the nail slash. So you go for the slash, and then you move away from him. Okay, and that's the last scream. I did not get the scream skip because I'm just showing you the fight normally. Okay, so let's... I was going to show you, but... and then you don't die at the end. Try not to die. So once you get into that phase, you can only do a few things. So I'm going to go over the fight from start to finish. There's several phases to the fight. The first phase is before the first stabby phase. So all of that, that's mainly focused on just like punishing the attacks normally. And then as he goes through that, after he goes through that, then he starts getting more attacks. Like the infection-based attacks mainly. Like the explosion attack, which we didn't see last time, as well as the slammy attack. The attack where he slams into the ground. So, yeah. So, you just want to hit him, and you see he goes for that triple attack. When you see him wind his sword up, you just jump and pogo his mask, and land on his other side, nail fireball. Okay. This is how you punish the triple attack. It's the same thing every time. This is how you punish the parry. If you hit it, then you jump on the other side of him, and he'll attack under you, and then you nail fireball on the other side. Okay. You just want to do the same punishes every single time. You want to learn them properly. Don't try to use pogo strats to avoid fighting him. That just means you won't learn anything. It's the same as Watcher Knights. Learn the fight properly. And here he's going into a stabby phase. You know that's happening because the music stops, and you can use this time to heal up. I'm going to move towards the center of the arena so that if he does any dash attacks, I'll be able to get double hits. If he does a dash attack to the left, I will not be able to double hit. And you can see I missed the double hit, but it was a good, valiant effort. Oops. And he's stabbing, so you wait until he starts falling to cast fireballs. Okay, whenever he does this attack, you want to get on the other side of him immediately. Don't try to do anything else, just get on the other side of him. So I jump up here and I pogo dash. And then once you're on the other side, you can do 2 nail fireballs. And you can see he was about to do the scream. You want to try to recognize when he's about to scream. Stabbing, so I just nail swing. The idea here is that you just jump away and let him fly up above you, and then you nail swing, and then you move in. Okay, jump away, let him move into you, and then move in. Okay, that's the basic idea of the fight. So if you're loading save states here, you actually might lose your UI. You just have to open inventory and close it just to get your UI back if you're practicing this fight. So jump over his head. I'm gonna introduce some more advanced ideas as we go along, just getting through the basics first. So that's the worst thing you can do with a parry, is hit him late and still get parried. When he does the parry, you generally want to wait it out. And sometimes you want to jump to the other side of him, just so he's closer to the center of the arena. You want to be on the side of him that's closer to the center, so that if he does the dash attack, then you'll actually be able to double hit him, like you'll have enough space. If he's in the side like that and he does the spit attack, you just have to pogo him. You can also try to go for an advanced strat where you like jump in between the little fireball things, but it's really tough. I don't know how to do it. So if you get parried, something you can do is just walk back a bit and then just up slash as he does the attack, and sometimes you'll parry his parry and you can dash through him. Okay, I'll try to illustrate that if I see him parry again. Okay, let's go for the fireball there. We'll heal up once. Just go for nail slashes while he's stabbing. This is the explosion attack. So when he does this, you want to be on the left of him because there's a different pattern on the left and it's more easy to hit him. So what we do is we jump, we nail swing as we're going up, and then we nail fireball at the apex of our jump, and then we swing once more as we're falling, so like this. That's the punish. Let me show you the scream skip. So you noticed as he ended that attack, he's at pretty low health because that attack lasts for a long time. By the time he's done that attack, his health is low enough that his health is often low enough that he'll go for the scream immediately after that attack, as long as you dealt enough damage to him during it. So this is the scream skip. So you want to stand a bit farther away from him and then dash above his head so that when he screams, it knocks you back to the other side of him. So I was on the left of him and I was up here, and then he screamed, and then the scream knocked me back to the right. So the scream should knock you into his mask, is the idea. And look at how big his mask is. If the scream knocks me back to the right and I'm up here, I'm gonna hit his mask and it's gonna knock me out of the stun from the scream skip. But the point is you want to be like right here anyway. So just like be right above his mask when you finish your dash. Keep in mind there's a maximum amount of slams you can do, so at that point you know you can just nail fireball. After he does 4 of them, he's gonna just land. You can start dealing your damage then. See, I was just a bit too close to him and I got hit there. That's an empty jump. That doesn't happen too often, but sometimes it does. For that fireball. And I'm gonna heal up here because why not? My heal is bugged because of debug menu, so I guess that's why not. Okay, stabbing, so go for the fireball after the fact. Oh, and this is something that is extremely rare, but it can happen. And that's an easy way to lose a run, is just letting yourself die to that. So when you're in this final phase, he can only do a couple things. So he can stab himself, he can do a really slow swing at you, or he can do the bounce attack. Okay, so now he's doing the bounce attack, and now he's dead. So I'm gonna do a few more run-throughs of this just to show you guys the basic strats, and then we're going to get to a few more advanced things. If I get the opportunity to show you guys, then I will. Okay, that's what you do to avoid his parry, and it actually hit him as well, so he got staggered and didn't even finish the attack. You don't actually... That's not consistent, but you can get it sometimes. I kinda got lucky to get it that many times, I guess. Oh. Just keep in mind that you get iframes for a moment, but if he steps into you, then his hitbox is gonna be on top of you and you'll get hit, even if you parried. You can also walk through him as he does it, because you get those iframes. I could heal here, but my heal is bugged, so... Okay, so last thing about the scream skip. So there are these little spots where the chains were. These are actually... so when he does the scream skip, if he's in the center of the arena, he will do the scream skip just as normal. If he's not in the center of the arena, he will teleport to the very center, and then he'll scream. So if he's outside of the boundaries of these two little chain mound things the chains were attached to, then if he's outside of these, then he'll teleport to the middle. So just take a look at where his legs are, and if he's touching these, then yeah, if he's not touching them, if he's like to the left or to the right, then he'll get teleport in. Otherwise, he will just scream from where he's standing. So if he screams now, he's gonna teleport in. Let me illustrate one of the teleports. So you see, I knew he's gonna teleport, so I jump and dash to the left in anticipation of where he's gonna be. You can see how useful the scream skip is. You get so much damage. That's why it saves like 5 seconds. I don't really have too much to say about this fight anymore. Maybe I'll talk about the optimal slam attack punish. Or I can just keep doing a couple more fights just so you guys have something to study. So something is, if he stabs himself like this and you don't feel the need to get more soul, you can actually just use the time to go to the left of him so that if he does the explosion attack, or if he does any other attack that sends him forwards, then he'll be more towards the center. Being on the left side of him is good, and keeping him in the center is good. Keeping him in the center is good because if he screams, then he's not going to teleport into like a random spot, because you kind of have to guess like if he teleports fast or if he teleports slow. You also have to guess exactly where he teleports because it can sometimes be like off center a little bit. So keeping him in the center is good. So you want to do that sometimes. Just like when the situation presents itself. And that's a fast scream. Sometimes it's fast. It's just how this game is. Okay, let's do one more fight. Just the video's about 20 minutes long. Maybe I'll find something else to talk about. I went for the parry, but did not get it. Oh, that's a weird empty hop. And you know, other than the double hits, this is roughly what we've been doing since like 2007. So as a beginner, you should be learning most of these strats. You can see I like to keep him in the center. I went for my swag punish there, but maybe we'll get another opportunity. Nope. The point is you fireball him as you're falling there, and you can sometimes get an up slash. I went for the scream skip. It would have killed me, but it's nice to go for in practice, even if it would kill you, because it's that important. Practicing the last phase is not too beneficial for the most part. Okay, let's do one more fight and maybe we can show off the slam attack punish. Maybe I should just go for a half hour because most of my other videos are like a half hour long. But yeah, that attack's very simple to punish. If he teleports like that, you just want to dash after him. When he jumps back like that, always dash after him. Unless you get hit doing so. Oops. Normally here, I would heal. So no shame in healing. Play it safe and finish runs. You just have to watch the little things coming at you from above. Here's gonna teleport. And I jumped way too early, but you know he's gonna teleport because it's to the left of that little stump. That is not a good punish. Okay, let's keep going for a bit longer. Just because I figure some of you might need a bit more to watch. And there might be some new situations to show you. But, you know, you guys don't have to watch the whole thing if you feel comfortable with what you've seen so far. You can do nail fireballs like that in between parries if you time them properly. Let's go for the pogos there for safety. I thought that was the slam attack, so I dashed out under him. He's gonna scream. You can see I dashed a bit too soon, so I was gonna hit him before he screamed. So in that case I pogoed, just so I got a bit of height, but I did it really late, like as late as I could. Just because if you pogo too high, then you're gonna be way too high above him, and you're just not going to get the scream skip. So let's focus a bit more on the scream skip, because the scream skip is so important as you're optimizing this fight. Don't worry about it as a beginner, but, you know, it is something you want to think about eventually. Also, think about his staggers. Staggers are so important. Okay, so something to note is as you stagger him, you notice how the game freezes, right? So as that happens, sometimes you can mash quick cast and you can get a fireball off as he's falling down after the frame pause ends. So just like mash fireball as the game freezes. And sometimes you get the fireball off and it doesn't wake him up. So it's like a free fireball essentially while he's not doing anything. Do that sometimes. If your soul is high enough, do it. If your soul is low, then you might want to save your soul in case he does like a dash attack. And that's what I was talking about before. It's really hard to do. Wouldn't recommend going for it. But it is really sick. You feel very cool when you get it. Okay, now I have enough soul for a fireball. Getting that free fireball off is quite nice. I'm just trying to dash to get him in the center of the arena. You can see I was out of position at the end of my dash there a little bit, so I pogoed and I went a bit to the left. So that was just a reaction to being in the wrong spot for the scream skip. Okay, be careful about jumping for no reason. That's something I was doing right there. Usually I cancel my jumps early enough that it doesn't matter, but just be careful about jumping for no good reason. It's like a common mistake people make. Classic Hollow Knight. Yeah, the parries lose time when they happen, but there's not much you can really do about them. Well, there's nothing you can do about them. Play another game, I suppose. You see, he'll teleport if he screams. Oh. He's about to scream. You notice that because he pauses, like he just doesn't do anything for a moment. Okay, that's a pretty good fight. Let's do 2 more, I guess. Oh, I got it. Oh, I'm good. Don't be afraid to move backwards like that if you think you went too far. Let's do one more fight, just so we can get to the 30-minute mark. It's the benchmark for these videos, I suppose. In that spot I should have went through him. Show you. I did not do it right. Sometimes you get a double hit like that if he backsteps like and you just happen to shoot a fireball. You can't really react to it reliably anyway. Just because there's like no telegraph to it at all. Going to go to the left of him, just so I'm on the left in case he does that attack. Scream. Alright, and there you have it. That is the Hollow Knight fight. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorials. I hope you guys find them helpful, even though I know I'm mixing up like advanced and beginner concepts kind of at the same time. But regardless, hope you found them useful. Don't forget about all the other resources. Don't forget about the speedrunning Discord. If you haven't joined that yet, you can ask questions in the speedrunning channel, and after you submit a run to speedrun.com, you can get the speedrunning role and join us and chat in the 90% NMG channel. Don't forget about the other categories as well, because all skills is a great beginners category. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting into that now. Yeah. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Twitch. I'm just kidding. Good luck learning, guys. It's a tough run. Don't underestimate it. Don't beat yourselves up if you are struggling, because everyone does, and no one's special in that regard. Not even myself. So yeah, I think that is about it. Let me know if you guys have any like constructive criticism for these videos. It's my first time doing a tutorial like this while playing the game, and I'm kind of rusty, so I understand if that's a complaint, because you know, I was definitely messing stuff up as I went through these tutorial videos. That said, because these videos are segmented, I'm going to be able to go back and fix things up if I need to. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Later, everyone.